Hey mates, and welcome to MtMtE. I'm your host, Blind Prime, and a happy Juneteenth to you all. Isn't it cool? I like the fact that we celebrate Juneteenth now. It's a cool holiday, and I love it. And I hope that you enjoy it too, because everybody should enjoy a little bit of freedom in their day. Everybody has the right to freedom in this country. So, happy Juneteenth. And all those people took us way too long to free, a very happy Juneteenth to you. From me to you, I appreciate you all, mates. Now, let's get into talking about June. Let's get into talking about Full Tilt, now that we're done talking about Juneteenth. So first off, you want to take your Full Tilt off of your Triptacon. And I know, I made that seem easy and cool. You may not be able to remove him as cool and easy as I just removed him, but no worries. All right, so Full Tilt comes in this wonderful little package that he's got on the chest. You know, he's the bling for Triptacon, so he's sitting here in his bling mode right now. And let's see if we can move Triptacon off to the side and give ourselves a little more space to work in, right? Yeah. Good thing the giant orange cat isn't up on the table right now. He's sleeping in the chair. So Full Tilt comes in this little little carrier mode, his little garage, if you will, his carport. Keeps him safe and secure. To undo him from the carport, push the back end down. So this back end can actually just rotate downwards. And on the front end, between his front wheels, we've got this piece that actually is a lever, and you can pull that out. And now Full Tilt is free. And it's just that easy to free Full Tilt from the confines of his station. And set that piece off to the side. And when you remove that piece, you get a different kind of look for Triptacon here. You just take away his car bling, and suddenly he looks, in my opinion, a little better. I don't really like Triptacon with the car bling. I think the car, your arm is still folded up from that video we did yesterday. There we go. Yeah, unfold your arm. I like Triptacon without the car bling, but some people like Triptacon with the car bling, and I really appreciate and give 2 thumbs up to the engineers for designing a Triptacon that can either have or have not the car bling. So I really appreciate you, mates, for giving us options with our toy. Options that we normally would not get. And that is awesome. And I love that. So let's give a little couple of comparisons. First off, we've got Primus here. Prima, I should say. Prima from the Voyager class figure that turns into a something truck. Full Tilt is not as tall as Prima, nor is he as long as Prima. And width-wise, Full Tilt and Prima are the same width. That's pretty cool. So that's Prima. And then we've got Q, which I swear to God, I'm going to talk about Q in a video. I keep meaning to because he's a fun transformer. And I just keep getting distracted by things like, giant kaiju monsters. But here's Full Tilt and Q and Full Tilt are almost the same length. Full Tilt is a lot wider than Q is. Take a look at that. There you go, a little width-wise comparison there. Full Tilt's wheels are much bigger than Q's wheels, that's for sure. And then final comparison-wise, we've got little Bumblebee here. And little Bumblebee and Full Tilt together make Bumblebee, putting him at the rear of Full Tilt. He goes up to just behind the front wheel of Full Tilt. And Bumblebee and Full Tilt are actually at the same height, which is kind of fun. So, width-wise, Full Tilt is definitely wider than the Bee. So, that's these guys. We're just going to set these guys off to the side. You can just live under Triptacon right now. Just live over here next to Triptacon, and we'll talk about Full Tilt now. So, Full Tilt in his vehicle mode is a unique vehicle. This is one of the more interesting vehicle modes I've come across because of its shape. One, it's got the wheels of kind of a buggy or a sand crawler thing. The wheels are big, but the wheels are also spread very far apart from the center. So there's the 2 front wheels are nearly at the very nose of the vehicle, and the 2 rear wheels are beyond the rear bumper. Like the edge of the wheels actually goes beyond the rear bumper for Full Tilt. And the center is all arm and stuff. And it makes for a unique figure. Like he screams race car or Formula One or something like that. And it's a wild thing. I like the way this character feels in the hand. He's sturdy, he's strong. They've got they did really good with the the sculpt work on him. I like how these lines blend together from his canopy down to the vehicle mode on either side. Everything for this character kind of blends together and smooths out very well. So starting from the nose of the vehicle, we've got some headlights sticking up out of the top of the hood on either side of this like gap in the center. He does have this huge gap in the center. It must be an electric vehicle. Now there's I mean they all run on energon, so they're all technically electric, but not technic. I don't know. Energon's a weird fuel. Anyway, so wheels got some textures of wheel texture to them. The hubcaps are actually pretty cool. They got a lot going on. The car itself is very lackluster on textures. It's very smooth and sleek, and I really approve of that for this car. It makes this car feel like more of a racer than anything else. Like this car can just really eat up the highway. And we've got got on the sides places where I'm like, oh, I wish you had some Siege ports, but also this is before Siege. This is right before Siege, if I remembering. No, I think there was one more thing, something about Prime before Titan's Return and Siege. No, after Titan's Return, before Siege, there was one more, and this is just really fun. And we got on the underside of him, we've got very well done. There's not much kibble happening on the underside of this vehicle mode. It's very smooth and sleek. On the rear of the vehicle mode, we've got some pipes for exhaust, but when it comes to textures, there's not much going on except these. We got some big vents on the sides, on either side of him, for the vehicle mode. Now, the canopy does open, and we can pull out Full Tilt's Headmaster, which I'm spacing on his name. And here's Full Tilt's Headmaster, and he comes out very well. And we can also, because of these little spikes on either side of the driver's seat, we can also position him on them. So all we have to do is get him to stand on the little spike. There it goes. Look at that. Rotate him around just a bit and have him bend like he is about to step in to the vehicle. It's so cool that you could do that. I like the Headmasters. I like the fact we get this little character that we can play around with, and this little character becomes the head of the figure. I like that, and I love that you can really do a lot with this character. You know, we talked about this before, but you can always take your Full Tilt's Headmaster, fold him up into his head form. You know, here it is. And you bring him over here to your Triptacon. Find the back of Triptacon's head. We talked about this in a previous video, but I'm doing it again because I think it's fun. And then there's a little square area you can put him into. And what you do, you just push down on him. And it pops a little cannon up out of the top of Triptacon's head. And I love the little cannon that pops up. I do. I know that's... The spring-loaded gimmicks like that always make me happy. And now getting his head out of that little spot is a pain, but you can get it out. There it is. And now we can put him back into the car. And I just wanted to showcase that one more time because that's one of my favorite play features for Full Tilt here with Triptacon. Full Tilt is an amazing little vehicle mode, and I give this vehicle mode an S ranking. I think that this vehicle mode really does knock it out of the park, especially since it's a bonus vehicle. You know, we all knew we were going to be getting a Full Tilt with Triptacon, but you know, a Full Tilt that's this good was a surprise, and I am very happy with it. But I've blathered on long enough about this amazing figure that comes with an amazing kaiju monster of a Triptacon. Do you have anything else to add, Cream? Huh? One more size comparison? Yeah, let's compare Cream to Full Tilt. No, Cream, you're getting compared to a car. Yeah, no, don't you like that? Huh? Don't you like the fact you're getting compared to a car? So here's Full Tilt, and here's Cream. So Cream's head is about the same length as Full Tilt. The thickness of Cream's head is actually thicker than Full Tilt. But width-wise, Cream and Full Tilt are almost at the same height. Cream, your head is as big as a Transformer. Your head is as big as a Transformer. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. I hope you've enjoyed the show because I've enjoyed making it. Please like, share, and subscribe to help me buy kibble for Cream. because can't you see by his thick physique that he's just starving? Until next ride, bye bye for now.